What's up, guys? It's Eventon here, and in this quick tips video we're going to be covering how to descan. I realize it's been a while since my last quick tips video, but I've been in a rookie chat recently and there was a ton of questions about descan, so I'm going to be covering it here. Again, for you EVE vets, the whole point of this quick tips series is for newbros. So this is going to be an extremely surface level video that's probably going to be about 3 minutes long, so I can't cover all the reasons why you should descan. It's going to be mostly about just how to descan. Down here where you see scanners, so you can click that and you can either drag it over to directional scanner, or my personal way to do it is just press the V as in Victor, which will pull up, whoops, I'll show you how to do that a bit later, which will actually pull up the map that looks like this. So it's going to scan everything around you within 14.3 AU, which is the furthest range you can have, and it's usually defaulted to 360 degrees. So this is very similar to like a submarine sonar. It's going to show you what's around you, but it's not always going to tell you like how far something away is. So as we're doing this scan, it's going to also show you what's in your overview, what you have defaulted in your overview as well. So that's why it's showing scanner probes, it's showing wrecks, it's showing all kinds of stuff. But let's say we wanted to narrow it down. We just want to see some of the mining belts as well as the NPC miners in the area. And so that's why it's narrowed it down to this point. And in order, let's say we're trying to find one of these NPC mining ships in the belt, what we can do is start narrowing this down to 180 degrees. And it's going to start facing us in the direction that our camera is. So we're moving the camera around, but it's not actually moving our ship. So as we're actually doing this, if I can get a better angle, we're going to be doing this. And what we can do this way is we can start narrowing it down like that and looking at some of the belts in the area to scan down. What I found to be infinitely easier is if you take it down to like say 15 or 30%, you can even go all the way down to 5% if you want. If you press and hold the V key and click on whichever places you want to scan, it actually has to have an icon like this. You're actually able to scan everything pretty much instantaneously instead of trying to eyeball it like this with the big map on your screen. If you don't like having the big map on your screen like I had earlier, if you click on this separate and open window, this will actually separate it. So you can actually close this now and you can actually start eyeballing some things that you can scan out of the area. But sometimes you can miss. So sometimes you think you're scanning here, but you're not. But if you click and hold V like I did earlier, we can actually start scanning some of the other stuff in the system very similarly like we did with the map. So we'll go ahead and warp to this mining belt. I'm assuming that there are some retrievers over there in the meantime. And while we're doing that, in order to pull the map back up like we had earlier, we just click on that little icon again to pop open the separate window. We can actually descan too while we're moving. So this is very important, especially if you're doing something like wormhole exploration, PvP, things like that. And again, these descans will only show ships and items. It will not show cloaked ships. So be careful of that. So if there's someone in local and there's a cloaked ship, it will not show them unless they decloak. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them down in the comments down below. And I hope you guys fly safe.